Hey guys, what's going on? It's Kevin Manno here at My FM with the one and only Tyson Ritter.
Oh, one and only. I get a one
Joining
and only.
me. Have you met any other Tyson Ritters? I'm sure they're out there.
I've met 3 actually.
Yeah?
All in Indonesia.
I don't believe you.
Yeah, we have a trade down there.
Dude, it's good to have you back.
That's good to be here,
with
man.
new
Thanks for
with
having
new
us.
All-American Rejects music.
Back with a purpose.
Back with a purpose.
Fantastic.
Sweat is a great song. Close Your Eyes is a great song.
Oh, thanks, man.
I love that song. I watched just before you came here. I was watching the videos. I watched them when they first came out, but I was really studying them now to get ready for this.
Oh, yeah, get your head inside.
I'm sure you've heard this, and maybe this is even what you guys were going for in a way, but they remind me of an episode of Black Mirror. Do you watch that show?
I've seen the first season, of course, and most of the second season. But yeah, no, that's cool. I really think, especially with that second video, we were really trying to create this world that didn't feel like it was existing here. You know what I mean? Like, because this guy's alter ego, if you watch the video for Sweat, there's this guy named Robert who he lives this alternative life where it's sort of based loosely on the fact that he met someone in his early days. She ruined his sort of chances at having a happy existence and family. So to punish himself, he dresses up as her.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really like kind of a sick masochistic story. And then at the very end, you realize that he's sort of perpetuating this veneer of a perfect life in this weird sort of utopia world to just to sort of mask all the facts that he has no identity.
Where's he get his money? I want to delve deeper into this story.
I don't know. We didn't really think about what he did, but we were just like he's a big, either just he has money. I like to think that he was like a trust fund baby. Okay. Something, I mean,
I could see that as a backstory.
Or just something to where he just has.
He just
money.
has it.
Yeah, that's all we ever sort of figured out was like Robert has money. He's not spoiled. He's just such a tortured individual.
And this conversation probably doesn't make sense to people that haven't seen the video, but I would guess
you should go check out that. Yeah, you should check out the video for Sweat. That's what we're talking about right now. Maybe even pause this interview.
We'll put it in the. We'll embed the video in the blog post.
Nice.
So you can watch it, then come back to our interview.
My work here is done.
That party at his house, is that something he does regularly?
No, I think. I think he only sells his body and does this party like I don't know. I wanted to say like once a month. We were kind of like. Yeah. We're kind of like the. I wanted it to be like this yin-yang experience, and I think, if he did it every day, it would be like, how do you live, bro?
Yeah. Well, I like that you're sort of left with some of these questions. You know what I mean? It's almost like the Black Mirror episode where it gives you a lot to think about.
Yeah, no, it's funny. I've seen a couple tweets where kids are like, so does he have this alternate life and then he pays his friends to be with him? Is that the gist? And I'm like, well, I mean, that could be your gist, man.
Interpretation.
Exactly. That's the sort of right on the surface literal interpretation. But a lot of people leave affected about themselves, which I think is cool. Because for me, every room we step into as individuals, we're completely different people. I mean, you can always be like, oh, I'm me. When I go to work, it's like, nah.
That's true. You try to get like different groups of friends together, and it's, you know what I mean? It's a little bit awkward. Like you think these people will get along, but maybe not because you're slightly different when you're with them than you are with them over there.
Absolutely. Like I always liken to when my brother would have friends over on the weekend. Like my brother is 2 years older than me, and during the week he would be like my friend. And then when he used to have his boys over on the weekend, it was like he was
Tyson, you idiot! What are you doing?
Yeah, they were like, let's kick out of Tyson. Okay, great. Thanks, bro. You loved me on Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very funny.
So it's funny. We're all kind of different in this world, especially with all these sort of social devices and stuff. It's like you're whoever you want to be online.
Exactly.
So
nobody's that person on Instagram or on Facebook. You know, you're just putting your best life out there.
That's right. No. My buddy, even his name's Rob. He pretended to be a. This is crazy. He does like sort of a blog, about like these fake.
Did you just say blob?
He does a blob. He does a blob for this. Wouldn't it be great if it was called blob though?
Be. I like that.
Where did blog even come from?
I don't know.
Is it
I had
short
that
for something?
the other day because we were reading an old Dr. Seuss book to my daughter, and it was super old, and he used the word blog to describe some sort of monster.
Ah.
And I was...
It's a Seussian. It's a Seussism.
I guess it is. It's a Seussian reference. But I like blob better.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I'm not going to tell that story because my friend's a terrible person.
What was he pretending to be?
No, he was pretending to be like on one of those dating sites, he was pretending to be a like really cute 25-year-old girl that was a ridiculous racist. And to see how many people would actually come at him and to sort of try to cater to those likes and needs. And see,
that's an experiment. That's
and the shit that he got was frightening. Like dudes just coming out of the woodwork to be like, yeah,
wow,
white hoods and like it was kind of like a frightening social experiment.
Absolutely. And did he blog about it?
Yeah, he blogged about it.
Then there's a purpose for it.
He blobbed about it.
He's not a bad person. He's just a blobber.
No. It was a funny experiment that like shows.
Yeah.
There's a lot out there.
Yeah,
man.
there is. Speaking
Anyway,
of social networks,
got way off base.
Well, there's
with
really
that.
no
that
base.
That kind of got dark.
It's just a conversation. There's no
base.
base.
We're just talking.
But speaking of social networks, I just saw last night you apparently are now going to play somebody's wedding.
Yeah, I don't know how this happened. Well, we have a guy at home named Freddie who, I guess, I don't know, he had smoked a doob and ate some Fritos and then decided to respond to a fan 50,000 retweets to play your wedding, which in retrospect, although it's a lot of retweets, it's not really like shooting for the moon.
If you didn't want to play the wedding, I would have gone with a higher number.
I didn't want to play the wedding. We should have gotten a higher number. No, I'm just kidding. I would love to be there. So I'm actually, it's funny. It said play the wedding or a gift. I play October 7th in Oklahoma or whatever, and their wedding is a week later. Which I think is funny that people think, hey, you're going to be in Oklahoma in January.
Yeah, you're just hanging out.
Why don't you come
weeks.
play our wedding in July? Because you'll be in Oklahoma. But anyway, so I think I'm gonna stay an extra week in Oklahoma, and
that's
then
rad.
I don't know because I guarantee you nobody else in my band will go play this, but I will sit there with a ukulele and a big grin on my face and totally hit on the bride.
Oh,
yeah, it'll be a good thing. Yeah, we're gonna
live tweet it.
We're gonna vlog it. We're gonna vlog it.
Yes, do it.
Yes.
Well, that's cool, man. I think
I can't believe that she got so many. She's like up to like.
Did it happen
he's
quickly?
up to like 70, 80,000 retweets. It happened overnight.
Wow.
Power of the interwebs.
Well, have fun.
Yeah. Well, thanks, dude.
That's cool.
Yeah. Good call.
Let's talk about the album. I mean, this is kind of exciting. All American Rejects back with new music. We've heard 2 songs. How many do you guys have done?
Yeah, we have 6 done.
6 total or 6 more?
Well, I mean, 6 total done. Okay. There will be more.
I'm not judging.
No, it's not the amount of tunes. It's the size of them.
Sure.
They're like all 5 minutes long.
First
so how
2
about
are great.
that?
First 2 are great.
Oh, thanks so
much.
much.
It's a short film.
My butt's vibrating. Hang on.
Better. Something's happening to Tyson right now, guys.
Somebody's calling me. I told them to. Exactly. What time is it?
12:10. They're very punctual.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah,
All right.
no, that was great. What happened now?
I don't remember.
Oh, yeah, putting out songs.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have about 6 done right now. It's what I like about the first offering of Sweat and Close Your Eyes is Sweat is sort of kind of a cartoon version of what you know us maybe as, or because the guitar solo in that is something I'm really especially proud of because it's like a really it's crazy, and I don't think people are brave with guitars anymore. I think it's more just like, you know, you hear it on sort of you don't really hear it on pop radio. You hear it on like country radio, and it's like a soul southern night, something like that. Whereas I really love how we brought a kind of superhero version of a song with Sweat. And then Close Your Eyes, which is something that I feel like is the Z to the A of Sweat.
It's a cool song.
Thanks, man.
I think maybe I liked it so much when I heard it because I wasn't expecting it from you.
Yeah, no, I think expect more of that.
Yeah.
What you don't expect.
Good.
Because it's funny, like a lot of bands chase some sort of past or chase some sort of dragon that they're like, oh, we got to get back to that fire, man. And I think, look, it's been since 2011, 2009 for most people, since the All American Rejects have come back. So when we decided to make another offering, I think we were really focused on making sure that it wasn't going to beat down another path that we'd been down before.
Yeah.
So.
And are fans responding to that? Are they?
Yeah, I'm really surprised. People like.
Good.
People, I haven't heard really any. Maybe I've just been sheltered, but I haven't heard anything but positivity from it. I even have friends who do not like our music that are like, "Yo, Sweat is like Queen, bro," and I'm like,
cool.
"Wow."
That's awesome.
Yeah. Good for you.
Does it blow your mind that it's been 15 years since you guys sort of started, put out that self-titled album, or does that seem appropriate?
Yeah,
Does it seem like, it's been 15 fulfilling years?
Yeah, it feels like, Swing Swing to me feels like a dog's age ago. It definitely has been 15 years, and especially putting music back out nowadays. It's what blew my mind is when we put it out, I saw kids sort of just tweeting like, "Oh my God. Swing, swing, move along." People were like connecting the dots that this band that maybe they didn't really know the name of, but they knew the tunes, were finding Sweat, and they're immediately going, "Oh my God, they have like 6 of these other songs that I remember throughout my childhood." And I think there's really something cool about when you like walk through.
That was the chair. I don't know if you guys heard
it,
that.
dude.
It was the chair.
You're dropping beef
Sorry.
in this petri dish here. What I think is cool about our band is, love us or hate us, like you hear Move Along, it might take you back to a TGI Fridays meal that you had with your parents, or it might take you back to riding down the Pacific Coast with a girl you were tolerating her music collection. I've had so many dudes. No, I love it. I love it because I'll have dudes that'll come up to me now that, when you're young, you have these polarizing opinions on music. You're like, no, that.
Totally.
That music sucks. And it's not you don't give it any sort of grace. It's just like, that band sucks, that band rules, and that band could kick that band's
I was
ass.
guilty of that 100%.
Totally. But now, like, I'm finding these people that were, 20 or like 17 whenever I was 22 putting out Move Along, that are like, in their late 20s now, coming back to it and going, man, this is like, it's like listening to the smell of CK1. It takes you back to that beautiful moment in life in school where you're like, Rachel Ebert.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Similar experience, not with Rachel Ebert,
Courtney
but
Fremont.
those same smells, man. Curve for women.
Jupe.
Jupe?
That reminds me of my dad.
Really?
Yeah. He wore like the most effeminate smelling cologne. It was so weird.
I love that you're so in tune to the nostalgia of it, though, it seems.
I like the nostalgia. I think the nostalgia is the legacy of our band. And
I think nostalgia is so important. It even helps you as a human being sort of measure the passing of time. You know what I mean? To get a smell or hear a song and think about an old memory. And
easy there, Rip Van Winkle. You're getting way heady for me right now.
I think it's important, though.
The quality of time passing. Yes, I completely agree. I think they're bookmarks in our lives where if it's music or it was TV shows or something else that pop culture has programmed us with, it's like you can hate it, but you can also use it as these great little moments where you're like, oh, man, Frasier reminds me of drinking wine in Florida.
It's a weird one, but I see what you're saying.
I don't know. I'm
Does
sure
it?
no one
Or
else
did you make
has
that up?
No, we were writing Move Along, and instead of like sort of realizing that we had no songs written, we would just sort of watch Frasier and drink red wine until we were in a stupor and then be like, good night, bro.
What an awesome memory.
Yeah,
that's
great.
Cool.
But we did finish the record.
Talking about, what people, say when they come up to you or what songs grab them, and then talking about TV shows as well. I would assume you get recognized from Parenthood a lot, too, because that show is
still
a
lot of Parenthood love.
Wildly popular.
I get a lot of Parenthood love. It's really funny. I remember we were playing festivals the year after I did it, and there was this dad who's like, I was at some, I don't know, it was like a hot air balloon and wine festival, as one attends.
Mm-hmm.
And this guy comes up to me and he's like, hey, man, we're really excited to see the Braverman. Like he just thought of something like he had written it down last night. He's like, if I run into this guy, I'm going to be like, hey, looks like you're a Braverman now.
And then he pauses for your hilarious response. Yeah.
This guy.
Yeah.
Ouch.
That's awesome.
No. But it was honestly the greatest experience for me as an actor because I've used the last 5 years of our silence as a band to sort of get better as an actor.
I watched when I was watching the video. I also watched the trailer for The Sweet Life, which looks cool.
Oh, yeah, it was a really fun.
Is that out yet? Where can we see that? Is it?
I think it's come. It was on VOD, and I think it's coming out to DVD. Which is, do people still buy DVDs? Is that a medium people use?
I think like people that collect them do, but regularly.
I collect DVD inserts.
Something about the physical copy of the DVD. The movie just looks better.
Sweet Life was with Abigail Spencer and Chris Messina, who is a fantastic actor. And so it's out now or whatever. But yeah, I've kind of been doing a bunch of these little stints throughout the last 5 years, and it feels really good to be doing it.
That's cool.
It's like always been a part of my thing on the stage. Is like I want to be bigger than life, and what's great is you get to pretend to be a completely different life.
And then, I mean, the short films for the songs that you just released, the short film, I guess it's one film, that allows you the opportunity to act. You have more of those planned for more songs on the album?
Yeah, I feel like we're going to try to, like, continue either a story about Robert or just continue this cinematic approach to the rest of the songs, because I think it finally provides a way for people to digest our music from where we actually bring it, if that makes sense. It's funny looking back at like a video like Gives You Hell. It was really cute and really sweet, and we were 28 and it worked. And I had a blast doing it. I mean, Mark Webb's a fantastic director. Nothing but good things came out of that. But I'm 33 now, so to just go back and be like, let's make something that's going to pander and sort of, I don't know, keep our fans sort of expecting something that is redundant is, you know, it's like this complete sacrifice of your art.
Yeah, and I mean,
and we know bands that do that. Shame. So I think that's really important to me too. You know, you get lumped into contemporaries. People with guitars are like, oh, they have guitars, guitars. They're in the same thing. They're in the same genre. It's like, no, man, we didn't sell our soul yet. I mean, I'm here doing this, but this I love.
Thank you.
This is like,
appreciate it.
We made our music to share it. Everybody does that.
Yeah, of course.
But when people compromise their craft and their music, and you can hear them selling you T-shirts. You know what I'm talking about, man?
Absolutely. 100%.
This is a real conversation.
I agree.
To me, not that we aren't having real conversation, but I think it's really crazy now how bands can just, you know, jump on a conveyor belt and carbon copy something that you can hear them.
It's a formula.
Oh my God! Quit sampling, though. Like, just quit trying to remake music.
Yeah.
Like, why would you remake music that has already been beautifully done? I hate that. I think I loathe that, except for Puff Daddy when he did
the song for Biggie.
Yeah, because that had a deep sentiment. That was their favorite song when they were growing up. I don't know, probably not the real story, but I wanted to believe
I like that version of the story.
Yeah, you know.
Well, dude, that's good. I mean, awesome. I'm happy to hear
We're making original music.
Yes,
is what I'm trying to say.
I'm happy to hear you say that.
People don't, because people just glaze over when they hear that. They're just like, and you're like, don't get sucked into the lie.
Yeah, I mean,
it's
I
not
think
theirs.
That could be said of me or any professional, especially if you work in an artistic field. Like, you fall into a rut of doing something, you know what I mean, over and over again, and you just kind of keep doing it. So I'd love the fact that you aren't.
There's a fantastic quote. I don't know who the hell said it, but it says, to borrow.
The pizza place?
No, to borrow.
Oh, I thought you said Sbarro.
Sbarro. It's fantastic pizza. No, to borrow and to borrow sort of blatantly is like corruption. But to steal and get away with it without anyone knowing is genius. And it's funny. I listened to that Portugal the Man song, Feel It Still, and I didn't know it was Mr. Postman. I didn't know it was a Mr. Postman sample. Ooh,
I don't think I knew that until right now either.
Postman. But that's what's great is they stole it and they got away with it and they made it their own. And it's like that's when that beautiful line of brilliance gets crossed.
Huh.
I don't know. To me. Sorry, I'm getting a little heady.
I could
little chocolate milk here for you. A little too sweet.
I like this. I like this conversation a lot. And I'm happy to hear you say all this stuff. Really. I mean, that's
cool.
It's true art, I think, when you take it from that approach. That's cool. Well, thank you for being here. I think we're officially out of time. One more thing I wanted to ask you. I saw you. Did you design a pair of jeans or something?
Oh yeah, no, I made these ridiculous jeans.
They had like 2 waists.
Yeah, I double stacked the waists. I was gonna wear them today, but I felt a little intimidated because they're very showy.
Haven't worn them out of the house yet?
Oh, I've worn them out of the house. I wore them to the label the other day, and I got a lot of strange looks. But yeah, no, I call them my double top Frankies because they're very much like Frankenstein jeans, man. They're like 501s. It's like you took Marty McFly's fit and then added an extra waistband. It's pretty ridiculous and absurd.
I thought they were different.
Yeah, that's different. Yeah, that's what the teacher told you before she asked you to go.
It's not bad.
That was nice, John. That was different.
Well, thanks for being here, man.
Thanks
I'm
for
excited
having me.
about everything you're doing.
Cheers.
It's great. Tyson Ritter here at My FM. Thank you for watching.